Hey you guys, it's Dr. Letitia Wright. I'm at the office and we're doing Facebook Live. It's a little crooked, I know, but it's trying to get that big, wide view. We'll see how it goes. I know consistency is a big deal, and I know I have not been as consistent as I should be on Facebook Live. If you're doing Facebook Live, if you're doing Periscope, you should definitely be consistent. So I know I got to get to that. But anyway, just want to say hi to everybody. It's been a really busy week and a very interesting week. I got a couple of things to share with you. And I just want to give you guys a big announcement. Big announcement. So here's the deal. Definitely want to remind you to vote. Okay, you can vote early. Make sure you vote. Make sure you're registered to vote. Yesterday, I got to see Jerry L. Green, and he has a Southern California Black Business Expo directory. So if you live in Southern California, you need to pick up this version with Beyonce on here, because I don't know about you, but I am studying the different things that are coming up, and I'm studying which way to vote on them. And so what Jerry has done in this issue, and I'm going to try to show this to you, but he's gone through this is for people in California, he's gone through the California propositions and kind of talked about them and said, you know, what is the position of this paper? And so I think this is a great place to start. There are a lot of different publications that are putting out what they're for and what they're not for. But, you know, it takes a lot of work to read through those, and we only have a couple of weeks to get them done. So if you're in California, pick up the, oops, I just tore it. It's the edition with Beyonce on the cover. It's the Southern California Black Business Expo Directory. You can read the pros and cons and help you figure out how you want to vote. Help you figure out how you want to vote. That's the key. If you're voting early, for those of you who are voting early and may not know this, that big old envelope needs extra stamps. So you're going to need to put 2 stamps on there, 2 of those forever stamps, and not 1 stamp. Otherwise, your vote's going to come back in the mail with insufficient stamps. It's not some weird conspiracy. It's just that, hey, that's what happens when you don't have enough stamps. I love my post office. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love my post office, and they get mail done. And when you think about how much postage costs versus what you actually get, seriously? Yeah, give me some thumbs up. The post office is okay. I love Rancho Cucamonga post office on Arrow, Etowanda office on Etowanda. I once got a package, swear to God, got a package. Give me some thumbs up. The thumbs ups are free. You can do them over and over again. I got a package. Thank you, Edie, for liking my video. I got a package that literally said, this is how it was addressed. It said, Dr. Wright, okay, Rancho Cucamonga, and the zip code, California, and the zip code, like no address. And it got to me, and it got to me in a reasonable period of time. So, local post office, I love you guys. You can do no wrong. If you're voting early, get those extra stamps. Okay, you guys are already sharing. This is so awesome. I really appreciate that. 5 people have already shared this, and you don't even know what's getting ready to happen. So I'm going to do a random drawing. Dr. Nadia was cool enough to give me some of her extra books. And if give means, you know, I took them out of her bag when I was at her event. If that's... No, Dr. Nadia is very cool about her books. And it's called Leading Like a Lady, and it's called How to Shatter Your Inner Glass Ceiling. And when I was at her event 2 weeks ago, that's what she was doing. She took a hammer and she was smashing these women's glass ceilings. And some of them were like, woo! And some of them were like, oh my God, I think I got glass in my eye. But it was a life-changing event, and this is where you could start it, because obviously you didn't go. So for the people that share, which I thank you so much, we're going to do a random drawing, and I have 2 books. I will contact you and get these to you in the mail, because I got it like that with the post office. All right. all right. But thank you so much. I want to thank you guys for sharing my Facebook Lives, because you don't have to do that, and I appreciate all of that. All right, what else is going on? Vine. You may not have heard this, or you may have. Vine, which is the video, 6-second video thing that Twitter had. I never personally used it, but Twitter had it. Instagram has taken it farther. Okay, Instagram has a better, and then Snapchat is like Vine on steroids. Snapchat is just a whole different. Okay, sorry about that. The phone actually rang. All right, we're back. We're back live. So what I was saying is Vine is a video portion of Twitter. It is going away, and Twitter is going to be getting rid of a lot of employees. So there's going to be a lot of former Twitter employees that might be available to teach Twitter secrets. I don't know. That's what I would be doing if I got laid off. But Snapchat does the whole thing a little bit better, a lot better actually. And then of course, Facebook has video and Instagram has video, and so I don't know. I think they didn't develop it fast enough. We'll see what happens. So for those of you that are using Vine, I don't know anybody who is, not personally, but for those of you that might be using Vine, and there's this whole music thing. I can't remember what the URL is. If you guys know what it is, you can punch it down there. Hey Rich, hey Edie, and hey William, thank you. You can, there's a video thing where you can do like karaoke, like you can play the music and you can sing to it and make your own video. It's different music. And so it's really good, but it's for Edie sings, so she could probably really use this really well. Me, I don't sing, so, and I definitely can't dance, so I'm probably not a good fit for that social media site, but it's fascinating, and there are so many people, millions of people using up-to-date songs. It's like new songs, it's not old songs, using up-to-date songs to use that. So anyway, Vine is going away, going to be very interesting. Twitter probably should have taken care of some things earlier. I listened to Gary Vee talk about the opportunities in Twitter and what may have been missed and what may not have been missed. And he's also an owner in Snapchat, so he has a really interesting perspective on what these social media sites are doing in business. So it'll be interesting to watch Twitter and where it goes next and what's happening. It's definitely my personal favorite social media site. But, and if you want to follow me on Twitter, it's Dr. Wright and the #1 on Twitter. But I never used Vine. I just wasn't into it. Okay, so unfair advantage. One of the things I want to talk about today is knowing your value in the marketplace. Not just being intrinsically aware of the fact that you have value and, I am somebody and I'm blah, blah, blah. Not just that, but knowing your value in the market, what you're bringing to the market, and what you can get out of that. As you're doing business, as you're creating, Rich says, why is the output on your video backwards? I don't know, Rich. I have no idea. That's the way Facebook is. When you write something in the back, sometimes it looks backwards. So if this is looking backwards, sorry about that. I have no idea. There might be a way to switch it, and maybe I'm just not doing that on Facebook when I did it. But thank you for the great question, which is why I don't do a whole lot of showing stuff on Facebook Live. So back to knowing your value in the market. Thank you for the thumbs up. Back to knowing your value in the market. So it's not just, being proud of yourself and knowing that you're a great person and you have all this. You have to come to the market with a knowledge of what your value is. And just because somebody offers you $10 to do what you're very, very good at doesn't mean that that is the value of it. And I had to come to a realization, a point that just because someone is offering me a super low price to do this doesn't mean that that is my value. Now that's something going on in their head. And if you know me for a while, if you know how I do business, you know I don't go on sale. I'm not at a discount. If you need super cheap, I'm not your girl. Not a problem with that, but I'm not your girl. I'm not super discount woman. So I just don't roll like that. I'm not interested in being that. I have my own philosophy about that. There are people who have very, very low prices and they're able to get things done for you, and I have no problem with referring you to those people. So when people would come and offer me super discount prices, I used to, say that, something that costs $500, they want me to do it for $25. I would really get my feelings hurt. I'd be like, dang, you don't value me, you don't think I'm this, you don't think I'm that. Here's the thing, it's none of my business what somebody else thinks. It is my business how I handle my business and how I want to move forward. So I have to be able to know that, no, what I bring to the market has this value. If you don't want to pay it or you don't value it at that, that's okay, that's you. As a business person, as a marketer, yes, I want to do my best to explain that, yes, this is my value and you're really going to get something. However, I'm not in control of what happens in your head. All I can do is do my best on sharing with you what I have to offer, what the value is, and what your investment would be if you work with me. And so I'm a little bit more free. I feel much more relaxed. No's don't bother me as much because I figure, hey, either they didn't quite get the concept of what was, thank you for the thumbs up, of what was being offered, or they didn't want it, or it wasn't a good match. There's a lot of things going on, but it's going on in their head. It's no longer going on in my head. Okay? I used to get weirded out when people would refer someone to me and this person had no means of paying or working with me, and I'm like, why would that person refer you when you don't really you're not really going to be a client? And I realized that people sometimes they just want to get someone off the phone. They haven't taken time to vet the referral. They don't even know. So for my friends, I try to vet the referrals. I try not to refer you to someone who really, you're not in their price category. You're not going to be able to help them because of whatever their issues are. I try not to refer those kind of people just to get them off of my phone. But I'm also not going to have my feelings hurt and be upset by these referrals because that's not, that's not what the deal is. This is not what the deal is. So it's very simple. You need to understand your intrinsic value that you are bringing to the market and keep that in mind throughout all of your conversations. Don't let that change anything. Don't let that, and thank you for the extra shares. Thanks Kim for the thumbs up. Kim Tax Queen, who she will be coming to prominence very quickly because we're about to be in tax season. I have to remove this little sign off the phone because it's bothering me. It's a little bit blocking me and it's distracting. Okay, so here's the deal. Know your intrinsic value. There's an unfair advantage in knowing your intrinsic value, being able to move forward, and not worrying about where you are. Now you have to know your value in the market. Can you be overpriced? Absolutely. Can you be underpriced? Absolutely. But I know what it takes for me to do certain things, and I'm cool with that. So I want you to be cool with that too. So that's our unfair advantage lesson for the day. And then here's my big announcement. So some of you guys who are watching this video or who may watch the replay of this video, you are coaching clients with me. You are coaching. Thank you for the thumbs up. You are coaching with me. You're on calls, weekly, monthly, coaching for different things. I am creating a bonus coaching call for all of my clients once a month, and we're going to start it in November. So this is going to be called Unfair Advantage Group Coaching Call, and everybody can be on there. And because my coaching clients are at different levels and doing some different things, this one class would be the only place where you would all gather at the same time because you're all on some different tracks. and some different agendas. So there are some overall principles that I'd love to share with you guys to help you move your business faster. And so the coaching call will be it. And then in January, we'll open up the coaching call for other people who want to attend. So if you're already coaching, you don't have to identify yourself online. If you're already coaching with me and you're seeing this video, you will be getting the link and the connection and the time and the place. If you're interested in, if you're not coaching with me, you might want to coach in next year, drop me a line, hit me on Facebook and say, hey, when you open up this other thing, let me know and let me look at it. Look at it. If it's a good fit for you, awesome. If not, just join me for lunch. There's no big deal. All right, so I'm going to do a random drawing for those who shared and give away the book. So I will be alerting you on Facebook right after this. We're going into the weekend. I'm excited because Saturday I'll be seeing my niece and nephew. They're going to come by in their little costumes, and so I'll get to see what they're doing for Halloween. My plan to dress as Halloween was going to be a character from Concrete Park, but I forgot to order a piece of the costume that's like crucial, and so I don't know. We'll see what we'll wind up doing. You know me, I always like put on some scrubs, find my stethoscope, and call it a day. Yeah, it's lame, but hey, what can you do? All right, you guys have a fabulous week. I'll be back on Monday, which is actually the Halloween day, to do a live lunch, Facebook Live lunch again, and you can join me with your lunch. Hope you guys are eating good, and remember, ignoring one's conscience is neither safe nor right. So, I'll see you next time. Have a great weekend.